very true. I just want to share something very personal with everyone in the room. I was diagnosed with diabetes, type 1 diabetes, very shortly after I finished working on the film. In fact, I wasn't even completely done working on the film when I started to experience symptoms that I recognized were possibly related to diabetes. I had interviewed a young sister down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, who had diabetes, and she talked to me about what those symptoms were. She talked about blurred vision. She actually lost her vision for a period of time. She talked about being thirsty, very, very thirsty, rapid weight loss, having cravings for eating ice and ice cream and all of those different things. And just about a year ago, I started experiencing some of those things as well. And it was because of my interview with her that I had a suspicion that I could possibly have diabetes. And I was in denial about that because I eat healthy. I work out, I exercise, I do all of the things that you're supposed to do. So you can be struck with or stricken with a disease and not be overweight, right? You have to pay attention to your body, what your body is telling you. Your body speaks to you, and my body was speaking to me, and I had to go to the doctor, and I had to figure out what was going on, and that's when I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And I wanted to just follow up with that and say that when I took a blood test, it's called an A1C test, the first A1C test that I took, my blood sugar level was 11.6, okay? I changed my diet even more drastically, and I started to eat much more raw vegetables, green leafy vegetables in general, drinking a lot more water, and cutting way back on processed foods and just eating a lot of whole grains and vegetables. And my A1C test went from 11.6 all the way down to 5.6. And I say that to say, that I am a firm believer that food can either kill you or heal you. I really believe that. And I think that if you're willing to make changes in your lifestyle and your diet, your body has the miraculous ability to heal itself if you have the discipline, the willpower, right? The willpower to make changes. And so for me, I'm really, really determined to maintain a lifestyle where I am honoring myself and I'm honoring my body by eating right, by taking care of my body, by exercising, and doing all of the things so that I can live a long life and have a quality of life that I feel good about. So it's possible. It's possible for everybody who's in the room, especially the brothers who are in the room, who traditionally do not like going to see doctors. Listen to your body. If one person, 2 people, 3 people leave this room today and make a phone call and call their doctor and say, I need to see you. There's some things going on with my body that I'm not sure that I need some help with. Please do it. Because a lot of things can be prevented if you jump on it early. And if you wait too long, it may be too late. So there are a lot of things that we can do. I'm included in this. I made this film. I'm struggling as well, but I do believe in the power of healthy eating and consistent exercise. I hope that when people walk out of this room, you look at your relationship to food in a much different way, in a much healthier way.
And I'm assuming also that a lot of people in the audience came here because they're interested in this issue. And I think, the panelists who are here especially can sort of talk about those resources that are available to help people make that change like Byron did. So can you all speak on that?
Not necessarily. I actually wanted I don't know if Sheila did, but I actually wanted to get back to your question too. But
okay, can some people just sort of speak about that briefly?
Resources, sure. Speak about so resources in terms of
like the resources you provide to the community that people can sort of start to make these shifts.
Okay, gotcha.
Certainly. In terms of figuring out where things are in your community, if you live on the south side of Chicago, the website that I showed just a moment ago, southsidehealth.org, is an excellent resource. I also think that if you also connect with the new communities programs that are taking place in the city of Chicago, and it's not just the south side, but the west side and the northwest side, that all of them have quality of life plans that include, for many of them, green plans, which will include urban gardening, urban farms, and you can find resources for fresh vegetables that are available in the community, taking advantage of some of the farmers markets. 61st Street Experimental Station, just up the block here, has one, in addition to the Bronzeville Community Market as well, opportunities to get fresh fruits and vegetables in the community.
Through Growing Power, we have a farm in Bridgeport. It's off of 35th and Irons. It's a couple blocks west of Halstead. You can come Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 10 a.m., take an hour-long tour to begin volunteering. So come out to work out, move wheelbarrows of wood chips, sift worm castings. We always have work to do. We also have a farm stand there every Saturdays. We have a farm actually here in Jackson Park, so right near Marquette and Cornell, that there's allotments that are available at a very low or free, depending on what your economic situation is, so you can start growing your own food. We have a youth corps program that serves youth kind of throughout the city, but we really focus on communities that are designated as quote-unquote food deserts. We have a farm to city market basket program that Dr. Alford can talk about, because she coordinates that program. And then just generally just farmer training. We train people how to grow food. So whether it's for your own household or whether it's to become a farmer, our focus is really to enable and reconnect folks as part of our anti-racism strategy of how to grow your own food. You know, we're human beings. We live here on this planet. Everybody here, regardless of what you do for your day job, should know how to grow food. Should know how to take a seed and grow food. And there's really, even in a densely urban environment like this, there's so many places, community gardens, urban farm projects, your front porch, your window box, where you can grow something that really keeps you connected to living food, that keeps you activated and reconnects you to sustenance. And we like to cook food. We also need to be able to have a consistent supply of raw food, because it's essential to have those things in our bodies. So, www.growingpower.org. Lots of information. Yes. Please reach out to us, and we hope that folks are inspired to really become passionate about this and become activists within your own families, communities, to begin growing food.